For some preface, I work at a doggy boarding facility. I don't get paid much, but I absolutely love my job. Prior to this, I worked in a very high stress call center for a subsidiary of Amazon and developed anxiety and other health issues. All of it was related to stress, so I decided to switch jobs to something I could handle better. We recently hired a new girl. She's young, ambitious, and a very hard worker. She always has been nice enough too, so I've had no issues with her until today. She tried to recruit me for an unknown scheme. By her secrecy, I'm guessing Primerica or Amway. She cornered me right when I'm moving an aggressive dog from his room to his one-on-one playtime. Dainslef, what would you be doing with your life if you had a complete financial freedom option? My bull meter was going off instantly, but I was polite and told her I'd probably be sleeping right now. She chuckles and continues on. But what about your dreams? Like, surely you didn't want to grow up to be a kennel tech. Strike one. I tell her I love my job and that I enjoy working with the dogs. I try to walk away since I have an aggressive animal in our main hallway, but she follows me and continues her questions. But don't you want to be more than just mediocre, she says. Strike two. I get the dog into the yard and tell her I've worked a handful of jobs and I've heard these questions before. I'm happy where I am because this place has really calmed my anxiety, and the managers worked with me so I can spend as much time as possible with my daughter. I thought she had gotten the idea with that because she walked away and let me do my job. About 30 minutes later, when I'm monitoring the group yard, she comes in and starts her questions up again. Wouldn't you like to spend more time with your daughter? She says. Well, of course I would, but that's not realistic as I work while she's at school. I'm off before she's out, and I have weekends off. I spend every moment that I'm off with her. Hun isn't deterred by this at all. What if you could spend even more time with her, though? She said. You could be a real mom who stays home with her kid. Strike three. I didn't try to hide my disgust, but I remained civil. I'm sorry? I can be a real mom? I am a real mom. She doubles back with, by name only. The school is raising your daughter. Right now, a real mom would be homeschooling to spend as much time as possible with their kid. At this time, I just shut the whole thing down. I don't know what group you work for, but if you're trying to recruit me to sell or recruit more people into your downline, I'm not your gal. She got very defensive here and said, I didn't say anything about recruiting or selling. We're a network of partners, and you'd have mentors to help you with your finances, insurance, and they can even help you conquer your anxiety. This is your chance to be more than you are now. I just waved her off and said, I'm fine being average. My biggest goals in life were fulfilled when I started my own family. I'm okay if I never change the world. I'm just happy being the best person I can be, and I don't need mentors to help me be a better version of myself. I know who I am, and I'm not whatever you're hoping I am. Before she walks out of the yard, she says, I haven't even told you what I do. I sighed and said, okay, what's the name of your company? She said, you'd have to come to a seminar to find out more. Needless to say, I declined going to a seminar. Well, with that story from Reddit, there's two main lessons that I take away from this. Number one, for prospects, it's important to set healthy boundaries and be respectful to others even when they aren't reciprocating that or are even being pushy, pressuring you, or pressing you. Don't buy anything until you know, like, and trust the person, product, and company, aka when each one is a 10, 10, and 10 in your mind. Also, shop around online and in person and get second and third opinions with people who present the pros and the cons of both sides. That's 4 different data points, might I add, not just 1 or 2. And then for sales reps, remember, some will, some won't, so what? Someone's waiting. Focus on building relationships and product education, not the business opportunity at first, or especially if they don't want it. And focus on people that are open-minded, especially after you understand what their needs are. It's all about understanding needs and helping to find a solution for that. And if they're not open, well, simply move on and talk to the next person. It's just that simple. Well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. What did you get from this video? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.